What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. As y'all can see by the title, man, we going somewhere with this one. People, when they think about an investment, man, I need somebody to invest in me. I need somebody. People always think about it from a business standpoint. And once again, this is one of those topics where I know that I'm not telling y'all something that y'all don't already know or that you shouldn't already know. But again, certain things have to be reiterated because sometimes it takes repetition to drive the point home. And we think of the word investment and we always connect that to money. But we know that one of the best things you can invest is your time, is your attention, is your a listening ear from time to time. And those are the things that will actually pay off better than a money investment. When you have gone through your life and acquired certain aspects of knowledge, you've learned a few things in your day. You done picked up some common sense. You done picked up some game. You picked up some skills, some life skills, some street sense. Um, when you find somebody that you see is or you believe is worthy of you passing that information on to them, then you're not just doing it just to be doing it, just because I need to get this off my chest. You are recognizing a value in that person that you believe is worthy of that information. So you are making an investment in their future when you impart knowledge to them because you're seeing the potential that, you know what, the little young cat could be somebody, man. He just needs some guidance. He just needs somebody to give him the game, you know. Or it could be somebody that's involved in a field that you are involved in, and it's the same thing. They may be hitting a wall, and there's something that you can tell them that can get them over that wall, or that can send them through a shortcut where they may not have to struggle the way you struggle. You looking at an end result that could be beneficial to that person. And it shouldn't, see, the difference between those types of investments, when I'm talking about knowledge, you invest in time and those things and attention, those things are not necessarily investments that are going to yield a major return for you. They're going to yield a return for the person that you're investing in, and you shouldn't be looking at it as what's in it for me. I'm gonna teach this young cat how to do this. I'm gonna teach, and then when he make this million, you know, if they are rooted in the right kind of principles, they got the right kind of understanding. You give somebody that kind of game, and then they turn it into a financial gain, because game can lead to gain. If that happens, then you would hope and think that the person has the right kind of integrity to say, well, hey man, I couldn't have did this without you. Let me let me look out for you. You would hope that people would do that, but the truth of the matter is that that shouldn't always be our motive, unless that's what you were doing it for in the first place. You know, sometimes you may be in the business to to make money on the back end, make a return, and the individual may not be able to to afford your fee on the front end. And you say, well, okay, well, look, man, if this happens, it's like those attorneys that claim that, okay, you know what, man, if if I don't win the case, then you don't owe me anything. You know, you hear those commercials all the time. But then, you know, if you win the case, then naturally, only right, you got to break them off. You owe them. You know, so these investments of time, you know, they should be really, really focused on, you know, your children if you have children, but also just friends and family and anybody that you see needs that kind of help and that kind of assistance. And it's a therapy for yourself. It's a fulfilling thing for yourself when you know that you have assisted and contributed to making somebody else better. That's a good feeling, man. And you know the funny part about it, sometimes we invest in people without even knowing that we did it. We do it just unconsciously. And what I mean by that is, I could speak from being in the music business. You make a song, you make a song that impacts somebody's life, and you were just making a song. You made a song because you was going through some stuff, and then it could be years and years later, and then you run into somebody and they would tell you what that song meant to them, and then they would tell you what that song did for them. And they'll also tell you at times how that song, hearing that song represented a turn in their life, a change in their life. When they heard that song, it made them go on a course that bettered their life and made their situation a lot better. And you had no idea. So you were investing in them by giving them that knowledge. And now the return has come. And some people you'll never hear the return. But there's a flip side to that too. That's why it's very important to watch what we say and watch, how we are around people who are impressionable, and even people who you wouldn't think that would be heavily impressionable, because you can make a bad investment as well. And your behavior and your thoughts and your ways and ideas, if they are not lined up properly, you can inject those things into people and send them down the wrong road. So be careful with that, man. But I want us to not just think that, you know, money is the only way that you can help somebody, that you can assist somebody, that you can invest in them. Because a lot of times, there are a lot of people, they don't have the money, but they have other information that in a particular moment is more valuable. It can get you further. Sometimes a good word can take you further than a dollar. Hard to believe, but it's true. All right, man, this your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all later on, man. Peace.